Just like we told you so many months ago, Sadie Sink from Stranger Things is playing Jean Grey, but that's not the big news. She's a villain in Spider-Man, and it's being leaked online by a guy who's on the soundtrack? What the heck is going on? But they will tell you why it all points towards a brand new version of the X-Men arriving real soon from the MCU. What a glorious day to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. There's never been a day like today, and you are just the kind of guy or gal to get out there and make the world a better place. Let's start right here, folks, by giving you what we're hearing is coming true in culture and entertainment. We're stopping by Spidey. We're talking about Sadie. Click the like button, and let's make all the news a little less shady. Folks, we've got a spoiler here for you, so cover your ears, close your eyes if you don't want to hear what's coming nigh to you. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey has been confirmed from the blue carpet of the Spider-Man premiere. Here we go.
Out of all the characters in the film you're aware of, and without spoiling anything, who is your favorite or who are you most excited to see?
You know what?
He's thinking about the future of his career, like, do I do what I want to do?
It's either that or he's trying to peer through the cloud of mind-altering drugs that are currently running through his system.
Yeah.
It could be both. What I love is if you watch this young lady who's interviewing him, I think
mortified.
she knows what you're not supposed to say.
So the only thing I'm going to say is that's Valkyrie, and she's like best friends with Pokimane. She's a big YouTube streamer. She is a industry plant, we'll say. So she definitely knows how to follow the rules and what should or should not be said at an event like this.
All right, let's start it over because I want everybody to pay attention to her, how her demeanor changes as she realizes her job is to keep this on the rails. Her job is to keep the corporate suits happy, and she's about to have them be very unhappy. And then her response to this is actually funny because I think she's not happy. I think she's actually kind of like, you son of a...
Out of all the characters in the film you're aware of, and without spoiling anything, who is your favorite or who are you most excited to see?
You know what? Jean. I like Jean.
Okay.
She's the villain, but like, there's a reason to her madness.
Okay. Is that a spoiler?
I like her. I like her character. I like her character. I don't know why.
He doubles
love
on that
that.
too. He doesn't just say that she's in it. He says that she's the villain.
She's the villain, and then she goes, "Oh."
I think everybody by this point has deduced that she was going to be playing Jean Grey, but to then go further than that and say that she's a villain and she's got reasons behind why she acts this way, like you have to stop, man. Like leaking the character name, that would have been one thing, because I think 9 out of 10 people that have been following this figured that that's who she was playing.
It's the worst kept secret since Andrew Garfield being in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if on the carpet though somebody was just like, "Man, my favorite was Andrew Garfield when he comes through that portal." And, you know, like, he's not supposed to be there, but like he redeems himself for Gwen Stacy at the end
Because he catches Zendaya.
My favorite part is when Tobey Maguire gets stabbed.
All right, so let's go back in time. 8 months ago, Marv, I got to give you big credit for this, because you wrote the first article, and we were way out there. Now, I don't know who was first, but you did a fantastic job of listing out who we believed at the time Sadie Sink was going to be playing. And I'll play a clip from this as we are reading from thatparkplace.com all the way back. If we look back 8 months ago.
On the sidebar there with Bucky Beaver.
Oh, look at you. Look, you're so happy. Hey, Bucky.
That's
The
my
actual Mary Jane Watson. I don't think that's likely. I think Zendaya's got that one. Jean Grey, Felicia Hardy, and Gwen Stacy. There is also the low chance that she would be playing Rogue, but I don't think that's. I think we're leaning into Jean Grey. And folks, I wouldn't bring this your way unless I was hearing from my people that she may have a much bigger role than what you would anticipate. There you go, folks. We've been calling this a long time. She's the villain of the movie. This is what we say when we say we're keeping you ahead of the culture curve. She is the villain of the film. It's out there. She's playing Jean Grey. Marv, not only that, but I think this is proof positive they're going to reboot the X-Men, because how else are you going to do it? You can't have Cyclops 50-year-old Cyclops, Mr. Marston, falling in love with Sadie Sink. That would be bizarre. So that's not going to happen. So full-blown X-Men reboot on the way.
We've known that was happening for a while. I think that the X-Men are being completely retooled. This is the last hurrah of the Fox X-Men. We're going to get a new, younger X-Men team in whatever the ultimate Marvel universe or whatever it is they're going to call it that comes out of Secret Wars. That's going to be, where we go from here. They're going to try to move forward with new stuff, which honestly is great. Just don't try to do Dark Phoenix again.
Yeah, because Dark Phoenix was already in the X-Men movie, so it's like, are they going to bring Dark Phoenix back with Jean? But the thing, right, is that the Mr. Spoiler has already said that it was a traumatic event, so I would deduce that means Annie Richardson is like, there's a flashback with Annie Richardson. She dies because she got hit by a car in the comics. So maybe like Spider-Man threw a car and then killed her friend by accident, or her friend died because of that. And so that's why she is the villain now. And she, doesn't want to communicate with anybody like a normal individual. But it really makes you question like where they are actually going to take this, especially because we haven't heard any like whispers about the future of Sadie Sink in the MCU.
My understanding is she was signed to a multi-movie contract though, so I think she's going to be around for some more stuff. Now I could be wrong about that, but I think that's the case. I do find this interesting, like how complicated it's about to be, because we got Doomsday and then Secret War with all the X-Men from the Fox stuff, but already Jean Grey is showing up as a kid or a young lady in Spider-Man. I don't know how people are going to, like normies are going to juggle all this and understand it. But Caro, I do find it just fantastic that they attempted to keep this a secret, and literally days before, like they made it all the way to days before we go see the film. And not even a guy who's in the movie, just a guy singing on the soundtrack somewhere walks out and says, "Watch me blow it up. I'll burn this to the ground for you. Hang on. Let me see if I can never get invited to another one of these things again."
I mean, that's exactly what would happen over at Ripperverse. Like, Eric's very firm about spoilers, and he doesn't like them at all. Like, to the point where we actually had a meeting because, like, years ago when Iceland 2 was about to come out, we had a promotional graphic that came out, actually had Bloodruth on it. And Bloodruth was supposed to be a secret up until that point. He literally had a meeting with all of us saying the next spoiler from this team is a person who gets fired. And we were like, oh, okay. So, like, every time we post something, we're like checking it and making sure there's no spoilers in it. I think this guy did it on purpose, honestly. Yeah. I think somebody irked him in a bad way, and he was just kind of like, you know what, I'm going to give you a bad day because it doesn't cost him anything because he's already got the soundtrack out. Right? Or is this guy, I don't know how famous he is, was this a way for him to elevate? Like, he's not in the movie, he's on the soundtrack. I don't know. I'm not keen on this guy. Does anybody know? Like, does that make sense, or does the theory that he's mad make more sense?
I didn't know
clearly
his
on purpose
existence until 10 hours ago. Yeah.
So maybe mission achieved.
Steve and Lacey are two words that I have never said in succession before. So maybe then this was Jonas. What do you think from a PR standpoint? Did somebody whisper in his ear and say, "Hey, you want to get a bounce from this?"
I don't know.
Go out there and leak it on accident.
There's a part of me that's like, well, maybe he's just dumb, and that's okay. People can be dumb. People can do dumb things.
People be dumb.
I would have to think that this guy, if that's all he's got, more power to him. He did his move. He played his combo. I've not heard any of his music, so I can't say that he's a prodigy that's going to stand the test of time, but at least he can be the guy, 2 hours before anybody else that it can spoil that Sadie Sink was Jean Grey in this movie.
There we go.
I did just look him up really quickly, and he's not a nobody. He was on the Time magazine 100 most influential people in the world list in like 2023 and 2024, and he's.
I thought you should have been there, Vera. I think you were robbed by this guy.
Crazy. I got robbed, but he's also worked with like Kendrick Lamar. He went viral on TikTok, I guess, just at a quick glance on his Wikipedia page. So like, he's not a no one, but yeah, that was like years ago. So maybe he's feeling the desperation.
The kind of guy that a Hollywood elite would be like, "Oh, we have to get him."
went viral on TikTok a few years ago. Maybe he said, I know how to go viral again. Well, he is. We're talking about it, folks. But just know people like Marv have paved the way for us to say, we kept you ahead of the culture curve on this one. You knew 8 months ago that not only was Sadie Sink likely to play Jean Grey, but also that it was going to be a big, big role, not a minor thing, not a cameo. And now you know she's the villain in Spider-Man. You know, one of the greatest things we get to do each and every day is speak out and reach out to folks who don't know how entertainment works. And frankly, we think entertainment matters so much. It's why we do what we do. And you can help us send this out to even more folks. Click that like button, share, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. And wouldn't you know it, folks, we're even on Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/WDW Pro. We've got to go, but until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.